Be careful around so-called characters, people that have colorful personalities. This is just sort of a red flag that I've picked up on is whenever you meet somebody that is a radical innovator, a radical free thinker of some kind, some sort of um, very accomplished genius, okay, some guy who's really trying to shake things up, right? Or in general just any kind of like interesting character, and I want to emphasize the word character. Those kinds of people, I don't know what it is necessarily, but those people tend to be narcissistic. Those people tend to be crazy. Those people tend to be liars, and you should be careful around them. And, maybe not see it as some sort of definitive proof that someone is an abuser, but you should definitely see it as something to be cautious about. I guess you could say that this is the dark side of the interesting character, the genius, the life of the party. And this goes for myself as well. If you notice, I have a very eccentric personality, right? And I'm always interested in innovating and kind of like, almost like attention seeking behaviors, right? Like I have these pretensions of being an artist, I have pretensions of writing novels, I have pretensions of, um, you know, reassessing like the foundations of fiction. Um, and also like some other like eccentricities. You notice like, I make very bizarre videos, right? I make very um colorful pronouncements, right? I would say that I have a narcissistic personality. I do not believe that I am a narcissist because I am able to empathize with other people. Um, but if you do look into my past, like I do have a history of um, being conceited, feeling superior to others, being condescending, and of course, grandiose fantasies, right? Like when I was in college, I had grandiose fantasies of becoming like the next Walt Disney or something like that. And of course, my fantasies were incommensurate with my achievements. And I only think that I changed because I was proven wrong so many times throughout my life, right? Throughout my studies, I was always learning how wrong I was about so many different things that I was certain of. And I guess I really dedicated myself to self reflection, self criticism, and you know, being open minded to what other people have to say and not just what I have to say. And if I had no interest in that, if I had no interest in studying in my free time, I probably still would be very narcissistic. Um, Now, of course, I'm not saying that, I'm totally cured of that kind of behavior. I still have grandiose fantasies. Um, and I think that I'm okay with those. I think I'm okay with having some grandiose fantasies that, will never come to fruition. You know, I, I, I guess over the years, my fantasies have kind of become more aligned with my actual achievements and my actual skills, and that gives me some hope that I can actually accomplish those things. But my overall point is that this even applies to myself, right? You can't necessarily trust me, um, and I wouldn't trust me if I were able to look at me for the first time. We have to look at the emotional and psychological reasons why people do things. Why do people try to shake things up? Why do they try to innovate things? Why do they care so much about being an entertainer, being an artist? Why, um, Why do they go out and try to get attention from other people? Okay, and that's just one thing. That's just something I wanted to call attention to, right? Is these characters. So that's all on that topic. Thank you and have a nice day.